For make your folder little bit smaller so that you can see the folder as well as the Photoshop file, as I have done over here. See, so that it's easy for me to drag and drop. No,
Okay.
first I will take my alpha, drag and drop on my Photoshop, and I will wait until it appears. No, so this complete file is of my alpha file. No,
Okay.
now now again I will go to the folder, and now I will drag entire image from my effect result to my wireframe color. Okay, I will select everything with the help of shift key. Just click first and the last one with the help of shift key, so that you see all the passes are selected now. Now I will click on the first one. Remember, the first one which you click, that will be on top of your alpha layer over here. So I will select my effect result first and drag and drop on the blank space outside. No, not over here, but outside my working area over here, blank space.
Okay.
Just release the mouse, drag and drop, and just you have to click on the tick sign. It will ask for approval, so just you have to make it tick, so that it says okay, I approve this to import. Or you can press enter key also, either tick sign or enter key. Keep on pressing enter until it's complete, the process is completed. Now see, all the passes came over here. Okay,
Okay.
now see, now I have to group them now, otherwise it will take a lots of space over here. I have limited space over here. No, so what I will do to reduce my space, I will select all my passes except my last one, because this is locked, so this will not be not come on a group. So I don't want this to be in a group. It's okay. Except the last layer, select all the layer and click on the group icon at the bottom. And one new group will be created, and all the layer will be uh, are included on that group. No, come within the group. And then I have to off the eye icon so that I can see the last layer. Clear so far?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Now I want you to do the same step with me. Whatever I had did, you also try the same step. Do it. Close that. Close the file. No file should be open on Photoshop. Close the file. Not wait. Don't close Photoshop. First press click on the tick sign. Click. There is a tick sign. Oh yes. Now on top you see there is a cross sign, a small cross sign left side, left on the file. No, not that. Yes, untitled. There. Yes, close that. No, do not want to save. No. Don't save this. Cross and then no. Yes. Nothing should be. Wait. Nothing. You don't have to select any blank file. Otherwise, the size will be different. Whatever blank
Okay.
file you will select, that will be different from your render image size. So
Okay.
don't select anything. Just drag and drop here on the. You see the recent button over there, no? The recent option.
Yes, sir.
Just right side of that, drag on the blank space.
Okay.
Go to the folder where you have the, yes, drag small the size of the folder, yes, on the blank yes, perfect. You see now the file size is exact as the render's file size. No,
Okay. Yes.
now bring all the passes. How you bring all the passes? All the remaining passes, how you bring? Select the first one and the last one. Press shift key and click on the last image. Yes. Now select the first. Yeah, drag and drop on the blank space. Yes, perfect. Yeah. Now, yes, very nice. Okay. Now you have to group them, no? Select the first
Uh,
and the last. Shift, with the help of shift, select the first layer and the last layer. Yes, very nice. Come below.
and
Use group icon, you see? Yes, very nice. Click there. Okay, perfect. Get inside the group. Yes, of the eye. Yes, very nice. Of all the eye icon. Yes. So till here, any question?
That is fine, sir.
Fine, no? Steps are very simple.
Yes.
Okay. Now we will start one by one layer and we will see. Look at my computer screen. I will tell you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Give me a second. Okay, now we will select the layers. First of all, select the layer. Click on the layer and on the eye icon. Both step you have to do. First, select the layer. The layer should be highlighted. Remember which layer you are working.
Okay.
So select the layer and on the eye icon. So this is the base layer. This is the base rendered layer. So I will not change anything on this. Okay. Let's go to the another layer, which is RGB color layer. Click on the layer and then on the eye icon. Alright. So
Okay.
it has some effects. So we have to work on the property so that it look proper. No.
Yes.
So what I will do, first we'll go to the property over here. By default it will be normal. Click over here and select soft light. Okay, soft light. I will give you in written also what property we have to select. So I have experimented with all the other options and I found this more better than any other option. So that's why let's select soft light. So what happen, it will dark your textures. Just on off the eye icon and you will see it will
Yes.
dark your texture, but it is too dark. No, it is not looking realistic. So what we can do, we can reduce the opacity, make it 0, completely 0, and then gradually increase by 5% or 10% or 15 or 20%. Okay, 20-25% is the maximum. Don't go beyond that, otherwise it will not look realistic. Okay,
Okay.
because I have many other layers that will also come one after the another. So 25%, 20% is enough for individual layers. Clear so far? So here I give 18%. Let's see. So to cross check what effect I am getting, let's zoom a bit. Alt and middle mouse to zoom the image. Alt and middle mouse, you can zoom in and zoom out the image. Okay, now again I will just on off the eye icon. You see, slightly change is there. It is making my image look more darker. Okay, this much only is needed. Okay.
Okay.
Next is your extra texture. First you try this and then on your computer only I will guide you what you have to do. Okay, remember the step. First select the layer and then on the eye icon and then change the property. That's all. Okay, effect result, we will not change anything. Effect result is our base result. Go for RGB on the eye icon. Yes, very nice. Now property. Oh, wait. First property, first normal. Yes. Soft light. Yes, very nice. Now opacity, reduce, make it 0. Yes. Now increase to 10%. Make it 5%, 10%, until you see little slight difference should be there. Make it 15%, 15 to 20%, between 15 to 20%. Drag it more. Yes, increase, little bit increase. Okay, enough. Okay, that's all. On off the eye icon to see the difference. Eye icon of that layer, you see.
Yes, sir.
Slightly different is there. That is enough. That what we are expecting. Okay, let's go to another layer. Extra texture. Select the layer on the eye icon. Okay, now go to property and then difference. We have to go to difference. Sorry, multiply, not multiply. On the top fourth, from the top fourth option, multiply. Yes, now reduce the opacity to 0. Okay, now do one thing, wait. First zoom your view. How you zoom your view? Alt and middle mouse.
Alt and middle.
Yes, very nice. Okay, now increase the opacity little bit. And see at the corners you will see the shadow. It will give a shadow effect. Increase to 5, 10, 15 until you see little slight changes. Little bit shadow should be there. Okay. On off the eye icon. If it's not properly visible, on off the eye icon and see.
Yes.
Okay, slightly changes there. Shadows are coming properly. On the okay, fine. That's all. At the corners you see dark shadow are there. Alright, let's go to another layer. Yes, on the eye icon, yes. This is what V-Ray global illumination. We take soft light, go to normal, take the soft light little below, not this, yes. Make it 0, opacity make it 0. Slightly increase 5% or 10%. Okay, on off the eye icon. Okay, that's all. It will make your text a little bit darker, more detailings will be visible. Okay, that's all. Move to next layer. Yes, eye icon, property, soft light. Yes, soft light. Excuse me. First make it opacity 0 and then 10% or 15%. Okay, enough. On off the eye icon. Okay,
Nice.
fine, very nice. Okay, next
V-Ray
reflection. Screen, take it to screen. Reflection, take it to screen. On top, I think 7th, from the top 7th or 8th. Yes, screen. Yes. Make it 0. This should be around 70 or 80%. Increase it. Yes, on off the eye icon and see the difference.
Yes. Make it.
Okay, then move to the next is refraction. Again, make it a screen. This also 70 or 80%. Little bit reduce. This should not be very bright. On off the eye icon to see the effect. You see the glasses? It is little brighter. So you can control the brightness of your glasses. Alright, that's all. It's good. Next, render ID is for the selection purpose. We don't need right now. We don't need. You can turn it off. Specular, come to specular. Select the layer first. Yes.
Soft light.
Screen. Take it screen. Yes. It's also around 70-80%. It's for your metal object is there, then the specular is more visible over there. Alright, total lighting, screen. Yeah, it will increase the brightness. Make it 0. Slightly increase 5%. Just 5%. 5 or 10%. Make it 10%. 5% will not be visible. Okay, now on off the eye icon and see. Okay, little bit of brightness is there. So it's a little evening scene, so we will not increase the brightness much. So that's all. That's all we will do over here.
Wireframe color?
No, this is for selection. You can on and see on the layer icon. You see this multicolors, no? This will help
yes.
you in the selection. So we directly don't need this. If we have to select any specific part of our render, then we will use this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that's all we will do in Photoshop color correction in with the passes. Now you can close the group. No. Close the group on the triangle. Yes. Now we will use the camera raw filter, the effects which we are discussing, but we will try to make a copy of whatever. Yes. First wait, I tell you what you have to do. Okay, press Control Alt Shift plus E. Control
Plus call alt.
Control Alt Shift E all together. Yes, see what happened? It will create a separate image. It will merge all the images, whatever is visible images, and create a separate. Okay, now this is our backup. Alright,
Okay.
whatever
Okay.
we did on group, we got a backup of that. Alright, so now we can do any kind of experiment on this backup image. So go to filter on top menu bar. You see there is camera raw filter. Yes, take that. Alright, so you are using a latest version, so the options are little different. uh, First of all, the curve, the triangle. Can you close that triangle over there? No, wait. This with the curve name is there. No, the curve name. The curve, the name is there.
This one. This one, sir.
Yes. Just close that. Click there on the small arrow on the arrow. Yes. Wait. I tell you what you should do. Go further. Go to the basic. First, go to the basic. Click there. Yes. So we start with the basic. We start with the temperature. Little bit slightly increased temperature toward the yellow. You see the warmth of the texture is increasing, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this again depend upon your point of view, how you want your scene to look like. If you
Okay.
decrease, it will be more blue tone. If you increase, it will look like more warm tone, because the colors, the light color which I have used is little bit yellowish, no?
Okay.
So it will give a nice warm tone to those yellow colors. So I used to little bit increase to yellow shade over there. Okay, 10%, again 10-15% is enough. Don't go beyond that, otherwise it will not look real. Okay, now tint color is also give a very interesting effects. Yes, this just below the temperature. If you go toward the purple, yeah, you can see it will give a little interesting effects, but it will not look realistic. See again, if
Yes.
you want to make your scene look realistic, make it 0. Otherwise, if you want your render scene to be more interesting and more nice, a little different from the usual what we see, then you can experiment with the tint color. Okay, that is optional.
Okay.
Okay, so I usually take tint 5% around you. So just take it 5%, not very much, to make it a little interesting. Okay, that's all. Come to exposure now, below. Now exposure, just increase. You will see the effect. I don't have to explain it much more. Increase and then decrease. You will see the what result you are getting.
Yes.
Okay. It depends upon
It's
how much light you want in your scene. If it is day, you may increase the exposure. If it's night, you may add a little bit of increase, or you can decrease the exposure value. Okay.
okay.
Second is contrast. Contrast is good. Contrast is different between the dark and the bright areas. So again, you can experiment, increase contrast a bit, drag the that small triangle. Yes, drag it toward plus sign. There will be more difference. So make it 10-15. That's all. 10-15 is very nice value. Okay, make it 15. Okay, fine. Highlight your texture below. The bright area will be more getting more highlights. Okay, like in night scene, this should be brighter areas should be more. The areas should be more washed out with light. No.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second. No?
Okay, sir.
Yep. Okay then. So after highlight, shadows. What happened? The shadow, as per the name, it will bright the shadow or dark the shadow. If you move toward the higher value, it will bright the shadow. If you decrease the value, it will dark the shadow. Now you can decrease it. Try to decrease a little bit toward the minus point. You see that shadows are getting more darker.
Yes.
So it depend upon your decision how you want shadow to be lighter or darker. It change as per your render image. Okay. As of now, it's good. No need of any changes on shadow. Okay. Whites, again, the white area will getting more brighter. You can increase the size value for the white. Okay, little bit, 5-10% is enough. It look more nice. No, bright area, white areas are getting more brighter. Black, again, black area will be more darker or lighter. You can increase or decrease the dark areas, dark colors. Okay, clear so far?
Yes, sir.
Alright, next is the texture. Texture, clarity and days, everything below all the three options will highlight your texture. Now try to zoom your image. No, just click, simple left click. Yes, little, yeah, zoom more. Yes, hold on, wait. Now see, if you increase the value in texture, it will highlight your texture more. You see the more details of your texture. Clarity also do the same things. Has same thing, but only use texture and clarity. That is more than enough. Okay.
Okay.
5-10% for texture, 5-10 between 5 to 10 value for clarity. That's all. Okay. Come below. Now we have vibrance and saturation. Again, vibrance and saturation will enhance your color. But what happened? Vibrance will make it little bit unnatural. So don't use vibrance. I will recommend not to use vibrance. Use saturation in place of that. Just increase little bit and see the grasses or the green plant or the leaves. That will be more green color. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's all. That's all. Come below. Now there are a number of options. Okay, you can experiment with all of them, but not needed. Okay, whatever we have achieved so far is more than enough. But then also, if you want to experiment with others, you can go ahead. This much is more than enough. Remember these steps. And other than this, there is option. There's details. Just go to details option over there. After the curve, there is details. No. Yes, what details we do? There's sharpening option. No. So what happened?
Oh.
The detailing of the textures will be more visible over here. Just increase the sharpening. You can the bar, go with the bars. Yes, the triangle. Yes, the arrow. Yes. If you zoom closely, you can see the texture are getting more detailing on it. You can reduce the sharpening and increase the sharpening. You see the textures will get more sharp edges. The edges will be more sharper. Okay.
Yes.
Noise reduction and all will help you with the both. It will reduce the noise and increase the texture detailing. Okay. Increase, just use 10%, 15%, not more than that. Okay. All right. That's all. That's all. Okay. So after we have seen a basic, we have seen details, come below color graded option, geometry, effects. Just go to effects. I have not seen this. This is not there, I think, on my computer. Grains by grains. No, we have did this grains vigneting. Acha, vigneting. What happened? You know vigneting. What is that?
No, sir.
It will what it will do. Vigneting. What it will do? It will make your edges little darker. Just apply that. You will understand. Vigneting. Increase the value just more. You see the edges getting white
Yes.
color, no? No, reduce
Yes.
the reduce. Go to minus value. You see the edges are getting darker now.
Yes.
So what happened now? Use this very little, very slightly, so that when somebody look at your image, no, the central portion will be more highlighted because the edges will be darker. Use as minus 10, minus 15%. You know? That's all. Minus 10 or minus 15 will be enough. So what happened? Your center image will be more brighter, more highlighted than your edges. That's all. That's the effects. And we have to save this. Below there is OK button. Just click on OK button, and you see a brand new image. No, just on off the eye
Yes.
icon. Off the eye icon, you see the difference. You see what was before?
Oh, yes.
Yes, on the eye icon, you see the difference. Okay. Now you
Okay.
tell me what difference are you noticing before using the effects and after using the effect? What?
Texture color is bright.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. See, I tell you. First of all, off the eye icon, the effects. Yes, before it is little dull. The textures are little dull. The bright area, the color, the lights, the artificial lights, the ceiling lights are there. It is not looking a warm tone over there. No, it is the light is there. The spread of light is there, but the warm tone is missing. No,
Yes, sir.
the yellowish, the warm tonality was not there. It's not properly distributed. So that is the main big difference. And color, again, texture is more highlighted. The bright area is more highlighted. The dark area is getting more proper dark shades. Now on the eye icon, the effect result what we got. Now see here, the first thing
Enter.
you will notice the warmth, no, the light
Yes.
surrounding that. You see the yellow tint is there, giving the more warmth color, and the bright areas are more brighter, and dark areas are getting proper shadow. No,
Yes.
so this is a great help for 3D artists like us, so we can give a very nice, interesting result to our render passes. No.
Okay.
But this is a very what you say, very extreme, very eye catching. So we have to reduce this little bit, because this is not looking realistic. This is very interesting but not very real. So you can decrease this to 70% or 60%. Go to opacity. Yes,
Okay,
just go to opacity, reduce is to 60% or 70%, little bit increase, 70%. Okay, now on off the eye icon, see the difference? You see
Yes.
slight difference is there, no?
Yes, sir.
So it is not looking unreal, no? Something which is not possible. It is looking no real. This can be possible, no? When in the evening, when there is light, this warmth will be there. Clear?
Okay, sir.
So any question, any doubt on this?
I'm okay.
Alright, no?
Sir, do you have a CAD drawing for this model?
CAD drawing, yes, I have. You need
Yes.
CAD drawing? I have to see, because I have to search. It's an old project.
Okay.
It's old project, so I have to look for that. I will provide you, or I can provide you similar of that. If I don't get,
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
provide you a similar CAD drawing of that. That's not an issue. Alright, so it's looking nice. Happy with the result?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Even client like those. I have delivered this kind of result to my clients and they are happy with the result and they like
Okay.
the output. So usually people like those when the lights are more brighter. No, when you see the things more clearly. Here you can see the designs, the textures, the elevation is more brighter and clear. No, visible,
Okay.
properly visible. So it's good result, it's good output, and it's not take much time. It just 2K render. Okay, so any sort of changes, any point of time, if client asks me to do, I can go and re-render, and it will not take much time. Okay, you can save your file as Photoshop and PNG. Save in two option. No? First, go to file, save as. I tell you.
Save in your my.
Yes, yeah, computer. Save computer on your local drive. Yes, save there only. Yes. First top one, Photoshop. Wait. On yes, the first option, Photoshop option. The first one. Yes, Photoshop. Yes, save it. Name.
Put the
Yeah, name.
different.
Yeah, elevation you can write front elevation or any name. Yeah, front elevation is good. Okay. So this is your Photoshop raw file, no?
Yes, sir.
Now again you have to save. Go to file and save as. Save once again. Now save as JPG or PNG. Either JPG or PNG. Select both. JPG is the first JPG option. Yes, JPG you can select the first JPG. Yes. Save it. That's all. Save. Make it 10. Wait. Make it 12. I think maximum. Go to. Wait. Maximum 12. Yes, nice. 12.
And this.
No, all are good. Okay. Acha, one thing I have missed. Can you tell me what I have missed? You know the lens effect? Remember lens effect?
Just some here.
Yes, just look at my computer screen. I tell you what I have missed. Uh, 1 second. I will go to my download. Wait. You will remember when I show you. Wait 1 second. Huh? Downloads. See this one. Remember this?
Yes.
This lens effect. Remember?
Yes.
This we have missed. This is a very nice result we will get. This will give a very nice effect. So we have to use this lens effect on our file.
Okay.
Just look at my computer screen and then you can follow on. Okay. So again I will minimize the folder and I will open my Photoshop. Over here you see the lights over here.
Yes,
So
sir.
here I can give a very nice lens effect over here, no? So this is easily available from internet. Have I told you how to download this?
Lens fix. No, sir.
No? Okay, I tell you, it's not a big
And
deal.
one more thing, sir. The window background images as well.
Window images, how to download
Window.
those?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will tell you. That's not an issue. Let's first complete this, then I will go for the
Okay.
window one. Okay. Let's first. I will try to use this, and then I will tell you how we can download this. Okay. It's simple to use this. It's very simple step. Just drag and drop on your scene anywhere. Click on tick sign. It's come somewhat like this, no?
Yes,
There's
sir.
a bright areas and the dark areas all around. So this result, this kind of images what we need. This is JPG image and JPG image is absolutely fine. What you have to do, just go to normal, the property, and then change it to screen. And see, the background is gone. Only I have the brighter color, no?
Yes.
And one more thing which is should not be there is the watermark effect, registration mark. No, I have to get rid of this. I tell you how we can get rid of this. I try to scale it down so that it properly fit over here. Resize it little bit. Okay, the first thing I have to delete this. No, so whatever image you import on Photoshop, that will be a solid image. Okay, that is
Okay.
that it cannot be editable. That is not editable. So if you want to edit those images, right click over there and convert to rasterize. Then only you will able to edit those images. Now I will go to selection tool over here. I will select the area and I will click on delete. Control D to come out of selection mode. Select the move and see extra unneeded things is been deleted. Now I have only my lights with me. I will just position it, scale it properly, and now it is very bright. No, it's too bright. I cannot see my background image, this light source. No,
It's light source.
so what I can do, I can decrease the opacity. 50%, 60% is enough. No, the background light source should be visible. Okay, a little
Okay.
slightly increase. Okay, 80% is nice. One thing more, the layer should be on top, because this is lens flare and this should be on top of all my light. No,
Okay.
so drag and drop on top over here, and just you have to copy. Press Alt. If you press Alt, it will, your cursor will change. You see my cursor is changing. No, that means
Yes.
I can now make a copy. Just left click and drag to make multiple copy, and try to resize it. No, because the lights are not on the same position. No, somewhere some are in the front, somewhere little bit far. To just to give a natural effect, I will reduce the size a little bit and I will apply. Again I will make a copy and try to adjust little bit of size so that it look
Okay.
little natural. No, as per the distance of the light, the size of the lens flare should be different. You see this one
Okay.
giving more interesting result. No,
Yes, sir.
so I am doing with only few lights. You will do all the lights, all the light source, whatever you see visible over here. No,
Okay.
on your free time, try to complete this. So this is only left.
Okay, sir.
Alright, try to do this. I will send you on your WhatsApp